that is a pipe dream.
Yeah, so I got to tell you guys, my wife and I in Iceland, right? We drove around the entire country, spent 12 days in Iceland, didn't see one homeless person, not one homeless person the entire time. Isn't that pretty amazing?
You ask them how they do it.
I haven't researched it yet, but I have a feeling they pay a lot of taxes there, and they pay high taxes, and I think they just put them in institutions. They lock them up in institutions, kind of like what the U.S. used to do prior to Reagan.
Prior to Newsom, it seemed like about 10 years ago is when that got voted that they let them all out. All right, where'd it go, Ray?
Reagan was the guy who closed all of those federal institutions down, right?
So, Russ, what is the reason for these people to make these type of decisions? What are they trying to do?
Unstabilize the society.
Oh, okay. I mean, seriously. I mean, they're voted in to do good, right? Supposedly. But that's not the case because there's no ethics in government anymore whatsoever. It's all corrupt. Who can make the most money off of whatever, right? I mean, that's all it is anymore.
Okay, so I was undoing the cap to my thermal grease, and it fell down on the floor. Something a magnet can't find, Ray. And I'm looking in the area where it fell, and it's nowhere to be found. Oh, there it is, way in the back. It's amazing how stuff can roll so far away.
That's okay. We can derail, Russ.
Oh, boy.
That's hilarious. In the middle of a conversation, Russ diverts to that.
I know. He does it all the time. You got to pay attention. That's all.
Well, it just all happened, you know. But yeah, gruesome Newsom, I don't know. He's got to go. That's it. Once he goes, whoever we get has to be better. But you know, they're all paid off, Ray, so it doesn't matter who you vote for by their promises. Somebody comes in behind them and says, here's $10 million in an account. All you have to do is vote this way and vote that way and make this law, and that's it. You're done.
Kilo 6 Hotel Papa Bravo.
Wow, Russ, you're getting louder and louder. KF7 Q9 and crew.
Yeah,
air breaker out there. So Russ, I mean, honestly, Newsom's one thing, but aren't you more concerned about Biden? I'm more concerned about that than anything else right now.
Well, it's Newsom and Biden and all of those that have some pretty big, deep pocket strings attached to them. So that's the only reason they're there.
Well, it's the whole network of the deep pockets, Russ. That's the thing.
And his interactions with China. I mean, basically, Hunter Biden is buddies with the Chinese, and you know, the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree there. And I'm sure there's some tie there between him and Biden.
Well, the problem is it doesn't matter what is real, because all those news sources that are paid off, they're going to color it whatever color they want, the way that they have continuously. So, yeah, and until we cut off the head of the snake, we're stuck with the venom.
The W7 station, go ahead, good evening.
W7CFN, just wondering how my audio sounds. Just replaced death light on my MC101, the CDX 101.
Yeah, you're about an S7 into Utah SDR S7. If you give me another audio check, I'll give a report from San Diego.
All right, this is W7CFN, Whiskey 7 Charlie, Foxtrot November in Post Falls, Idaho, S133.
Okay, you're in S8 directly into San Diego. You got some good audio there, sounding good.
Yeah, it just so happens that my rotator broke and it's pointing south from here, so I'm getting almost all.
Hey, Russ or Ray, do you guys hear the W7 station?
By the way, you guys sound.
I can barely hear him.
W7.
Yeah, he's still talking. Yeah, the Idaho station, go ahead. This is KF7 Q&I, Oregon. Go ahead.
Hey, Oregon, yeah, it sounds like you guys need to move to Idaho. It's a free state. It's already red, although we still have some liberals coming in from paid by George Soros money.
Okay, very good. And you wanted a comment on the audio. Well, on my end, you sound a little bit shy of a little bit more tone. You need more highs, put in there. But that also could be my hearing. My hearing could be crapping out. So, but anyway, you sound really good. Other than that, go ahead.
Hey, Ray, his signal is very light here, and it's that muffled audio that makes me, I can't understand him.
I don't get it. It's Yaesu,
right?
Multi-$1,000, top-of-the-line rig, and
I can only hear him direct to SDR.
So what's up with that? So I had to take an old...
the SDR has the higher tone.
And solder it together and make all the pins match so that I can hook up this microphone to the back. I have to hook up to the front because that's the only place where you can hook a mic up. I don't get it. I mean, I've seen lower-cost rigs that have better connections than that, so it really shocked me. I mean, other than that, the radio is awesome. It receives really good. And I'll just have to make some EQ adjustments on the audio, some presets and other adjustments, which I can do now that I have the touchscreen. I can do those pretty easily, especially with this mic. There was no point in doing it before with the old mic. So now I'll do it with this mic and see if that helps.
There you go. That's all you need to do, Russ. So, Russ, what do you think? Go ahead.
Well, I didn't hear anything he said.
Oh, you couldn't hear him. Okay, yeah. He's not too loud here. How much power are you running up there in Idaho?
About 150 watts, roughly.
Okay, yeah. So all of us here, all three of us, are all running loop antennas, 80-meter loop antennas, and at least a kilowatt. So that's what we're all doing. Go ahead.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm not there. It's funny. I had a FT2000 before that also did 200 watts maximum. This one will do 200. And I tried putting a linear on that one. It was AF811H, and it just didn't work. I don't know. It just didn't make my signal any better, and I had a lot of crap RF noise in the shack. And I mean, I probably just the way I hooked it up, maybe, I don't know. But I wasn't happy with the way the linear worked. And so far, I've been able to make some pretty decent contacts with just 200 watts. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Of course, the direction of the antenna may be making a difference too. It's not sure if it's front to back or back to front. So that's since the rotating tool.
All righty, very good. All right. Well, anyway, Russ can't hear you, and I don't think Craig can hear you. So you need a little bit of energy to run this band right now, at least because of the conditions the way it is. But I can hear you. You're about a S8, and anyway, your audio sounds great and all this and that. But I would work on, getting an amplifier, and or. If you think about it, Russ, when you build an antenna system and a whole radio system complete, right? You gotta look at your environment, all kinds of stuff, right? Russ, go ahead, Russ.
Well, possibly, yeah. But for me, the issue of copying what he was saying, his signal is so light, it just the audio's too muddy and it's going right into the noise.
Yeah, he's kind of getting that way here too, and you're 20 over. You came up beautifully, Russ. By the way, you're getting really good.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Russ in his big signal in his 80-meter loop.
Oh yeah, my 80-meter loop. It is.
Yeah, Craig's coming up really well.
Yeah, real quick, Idaho, I cannot hear you direct from San Diego, but I hear you nicely into the Utah SDR. Keep in mind the Utah SDR audio is not 100% reflective of true audio. It does something to the audio a bit. I can copy you fine into Utah SDR here, about an S8 into that SDR station there, over.
Roger that. I heard that. And, I know the SDR because there's so much digital conversion going on there and the internet and all that kind of stuff. But, you guys are all coming in booming here in Idaho. The San Diego station is S9 plus, and you're probably a 10 over now, something like that. So, really good quality audio, too. So the linear really pays off for you guys. Over you.
Yeah, Roger Yeah, I'm just using a little cheap Chinese SDR radio hooked up to an amplifier. So anyway, good hearing you on there, Idaho. Sounding good. I'll pass it back to Ray, and then he can direct the traffic from there. Have a good evening out there in Idaho. 16 MUD in the group.
KJ6 LA.
KJ6HI.
And there's Leo. So hey, by the way, Craig, what's my signal to you down there? I'm just curious. And what was the gentleman up there in Idaho? What was his signal to you?
Yeah, so direct Ray, you're about an S8, and the other gentleman was right among noise. He was about an S6 to S7. So the band is still not recovered. I mean, you're typically, you're 10, 15 over 9, so the band's got a little bit more time to go, but you're sounding pretty good there, Ray, direct over.
There we go. See, it did pick up a little bit, and so now Leo jumped in there. He's in LA, of course, and so good evening there, Leo, KJ6HAI, KF7Q9 the group. Go ahead, Leo.
Hey, Ray. Good evening. Yeah, good evening. Craig and Russ, KJ6HI, just listening for a while.
Nice and loud as usual, Leo. Your antennas, your beam is working great.
Thank you. So what's new up in Oregon?
It's hot.
Oh, it's hot? It's nice down here, about 65.
Yeah, it's about 87 right now, but it's all right. There's a nice breeze.
Oh, that's cool.
Well,
Hey, Leo,
hey, Craig, what's the temperature down here?
Once again, as usual, every time I talk to you, you've got the huge signal down at the end of you. Good afternoon.
Thanks, Craig. Well, it always helps to run, 1,100 watts through a 2-element beam.
Yeah, that's a ticket for sure. That is a ticket these days with the band conditions the way they are.
Well, but yeah, you guys are loud today. I can't hear that guy in Idaho. He's right in the noise, and Russ is just tearing it up. He's really loud here.
Yeah, well, Russ is loud everywhere. Even in the damn car.
George, hey, good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Craig. Hello to Leo, and hello to Russ. Just heard you folks in there. Had to jump in and say good evening and happy 4th of July.
Yeah, George, long time no hear.
Yes, sir. What you been up to? Give me the synopsis of the past 5 months.
Oh, nothing much. I know you've been having fun with your the audio kings, and I've kind of ran across you dialing, across the band, and heard you talking with those guys, so probably know Craig pretty well because I think he gets on there too, all of his fancy little audio radio systems. But other than that, kind of the same old thing here, just always working on something, and always, if I'm not riding or working at work, I'm working at home. So getting stuff done, just making sure my garage is nice and clean so that when people come to visit, they can park in it.
Outstanding. Well, I'm glad to hear that. That's always a great money-making venture. You can rent out space.
Oh, yeah, I don't even have to rent it out. I just, as a courtesy, to my visitors, I make sure I've got plenty of space for them.
Sounds great. Well, good to hear you guys, and congratulations. Yeah, there's been kind of an interesting bifurcation of some of the people that are interested in the audio. So some people have moved off or are moving off to a different frequency. So things will be shifting a little bit, but that's okay. I will be in multiple locations. But good to hear you, and you, Leo. Glad you're not scaring me today.
Hey, George, what's going on?
Hey, not too much. Just surviving, continuing to work. Thank goodness, I still have my health. Maybe a couple of more years before I finally get out of work full time. But I'm healthy. I'm playing with the radio, enjoying that. Don't always like home ownership. It's like I wish I had someone else I could call to fix things rather than myself. But I guess that's just the way it is. How about you?
Hey, everything's good. No complaints. Everybody in the family's good. We got some great news on Friday. My nephew's son is picked on the USA 12U baseball team to go represent the United States in Taiwan next month.
Oh, wow. Congratulations. What a great accomplishment.
Yeah, he's quite a baseball player, and it's so exciting. The whole family's really excited about it.
Oh, that's so cool. Is that going to be on TV back here when they do their series?
Yeah, I think it's going to be live streamed on YouTube.
Oh, cool. Well, if when you get information on that, let us know. Pass it around. I'm sure there'll be a lot of folks on the frequency that would like to watch them.
Okay. I'll try and get the actual site where they show the games. I know over in Taiwan, like our afternoon early day, or like when they're playing, it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, our time.
Okay, so I may have to watch the reruns on that. So just saying, I don't get up before 4:30 any day.
No, me too. I get it. Well, we'll see when the time comes. They start playing on July 27th, and they stop playing on August 6th.
Okay, so that's a nice part of the summer. Perfect. Gets me ready for football.
All right, sounds good.
And just quick hello to Ray. I'm not sure if you can hear me up there in Oregon, but this is George in Granada Hills, the one that Leo's famous for driving by in his car and putting 1,000 watts into my radio to scare me.
Hey, Ray, can you hear him?
Oh, yeah, I can hear him. He's not very loud, but I can copy him. Go ahead.
Okay, that was it. Just wanted to say hello. And I won't interfere with your conversation, gentlemen, but I'm just delighted to hear you on the frequency and had to say hello.
Well, it's good to hear you again. KF7Q&I, Oregon.
Yeah, and George, you're sounding good down here in San Diego as usual. Sounding amazing. Got that good booming audio.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I'm fiddling with it a lot today. So anyway, very good. Well, you're 20 over there, Craig. Good signal. Your amplifier is doing you justice.
Roger. Good to hear. Yeah, I'll be back on the other frequency later on tonight here. I'm going to get some dinner going here in a little bit. But anyway, and Leo, I don't know, man. Like I say, whenever I hear you're 20 over 9, it doesn't matter if you're mobile, it doesn't matter if you're in your shack, it doesn't matter what you're doing, but you're always 20 over 9. So I don't know, man. We'll have to call you the 20 over 9 guy because that's all I hear you at every time I talk to you.
He has attention deficit disorder, and so if he's in a Qso for more than 2 or 3 minutes, a balloon will go by, and then he's gone.
That is quite amazing there, Russ. Over.
Yeah. It's basically it would be the equivalent of me going squirrel. Feels gone.
Like, poof, there he goes.
Anyway, it happens all the time. I've tried to work with him on it, but it's just a futile, waste of time.
So Russ, does he have a kilowatt mobile like you? How does he do that in the mobile?
Oh no, he's got 500 watts. But when you're driving by somebody's QTH, you're going to blast them out.
I always told George it was 500 watts. He just kind of blew it up a little bit.
Oh, you came back.
There he is. I didn't go anywhere.
Oh, well, George was talking to you. You didn't respond, so I had to fill in the blanks. I had to explain to him what really happens in Leoville, California.
Leoville. Well, you're going to see Leoville next Thursday.
Oh, I know. I've got a whole box of slaps all saved up for you, and as soon as I get there, I'm going to have you open the box, and then in 20 minutes I'll come back, and they should be all done.
Better bring a lot of antacid because I'm your...
Okay, so I didn't understand all the words in the middle of the...
I said bring a lot of antacid because I'm going to... I'm going to give you a lot of indigestion.
Oh, that's what the word I missed. All I heard was...
I couldn't think of the word, so I just laughed.
Oh, Ray, see what I tolerate?
Right, no, but just to let you know, that's all I heard, too. So I think I heard antacids. So, are you eating all this greasy crap there, Leo, and then you're getting heartburn, or what?
No, just him seeing me gives him heartburn.
Yeah, you don't want to do heartburn, man. I mean, drink more water. That'll get rid of all your acid reflux problems. Drink a ton of water. It'll wash it all out. It'll go away.
I never have any issues with heartburn.
Well, then you drink enough water then.
I don't get heartburn at all.
By the way, Ray, I'll send you a picture, Leo, and then you'll realize that obviously somebody like that is eating everything in his sight.
He's always so complimentary, Ray.
It's like the French fry contest, huh, Russ?
Yeah.
Jeez.
How fast can I eat them?
Hey, Craig, what do you think about that?
Craig, you haven't been around Leo enough to realize the reality of our animation here. But anyway, but he means well. It's just I just want to park in his garage when I go there on Thursday, Thursday, and it's been a very impossible thing to get.
Oh, so he's a hoarder. He hoards stuff, huh?
Oh my gosh, you wouldn't believe it. In his garage, his one-car garage, there must be 30 years of crap in there.
Pallets.
Pallets of mustard.
There's not pallets of anything.
Uh-huh. Wait, let me send some photos off to you guys.
Yeah, the mustard supply has been diminished.
Now, Leo has pallets of tubes and all kinds of crap all laying around.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of tubes, and he won't get rid of them because he might need them someday in a rare moment in time. Anyway, but he's got a lot of stuff over there, and it's major amateur radio recording sort of stuff.
KR6 BB.
The KI6 station out there. Go ahead.
Good evening. KR6 Bravo here. Name is George over here in Roseville.
Hey, George. Hey, good afternoon out there. Craig down here in San Diego with a bunch of other guys throughout Southern California, Central California, and Oregon. So there you have it.
Oh, okay. So the biggest crowd is down in L.A., down in Southern California, correct?
About half of
I'm in
it.
San Diego, but the guy
It all depends.
But is Leo. He's in the Los Angeles area.
Oh, okay. I'm over here in Roseville, about 20 miles northeast of the capital of Sacramento. I'm sorry to say that. But anyhow, top of the evening. Just wondering how you guys are copying.
Yeah, the band's kind of strange. I got you at a solid S8 into San Diego.
Okay, S8. Okay, yeah, I got you a good S9 solid over here. Yeah, it is kind of a funny band today. I'm cooking up here. It's about 106 right now.
Yeah, copy that. So, Russ, do you copy the gentleman in Sacramento?
Yeah, he's kind of light here, but I can hear him fine. It's just, like you said, there's QSB going on and such, but all working.
Where are you located there, Russ?
So I'm in Santa Maria.
Oh, Santa Maria. Booming signal over here. You must be running some power there. 20 over S9. Great audio, by the way.
Oh yeah. I always got the kilowatt on, especially when the band's in a big. What was it? Craig, Class C CME or something?
Yeah, there's a Class 1 solar flare, CME, Corona, Mass, whatever they call it.
Ejection.
Yeah, that. Yeah, one of those.
Oh, is that coronal mass ejection going on right now?
Well, it's over, but there's remnants. Still.
Okay. Well, I'm operating here barefoot here, FTDX10, running PR781, just 100 watts here on a Alpha Delta dipole here, about 30 feet up on the roof.
Okay, yeah, well, barefoot, you're, like I say, you're S7, S8 into San Diego, so a nice job considering the band conditions the way they are.
Yeah, well, that's Mother Nature for you anyhow. How's it down there in San Diego, about 70 degrees?
Well, 10 miles east of La Jolla, we get up to about 85 today, but if I was on the beach, it would be a nice, cool 77.
That's what I thought. I know San Diego's always about 70, 77, 75, around there on the coast there, but I know if you go inland, it doesn't take much.
Yeah, roger that. Hey, Leo, how hot did it get up in L.A., man? Did you guys get in the 90s today?
About 65, 70 where I live. I live 3 miles north of LAX.
Oh, so you live kind of on the coast or kind of by the beach?
Yeah, between LAX and the beach.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it wasn't too bad at all for you. You made it through fine.
No, it was beautiful today.
Beautiful.
It was very, very nice.
Yeah, was it better than Oregon?
It always is.
Always?
Always.
No, there's no way LA even comes close to being better to anything other than maybe like San Francisco.
Oh, Tijuana.
Or yeah, Tijuana.
I didn't say the traffic. I said the weather.
Oh no. I'm not talking about the traffic. I'm talking about all the homeless.
Yeah, I was gonna say the whole homeless situation in LA is almost as bad as San Diego.
It's pretty bad.
Have you been up to Sacramento lately?
Actually, I think San Francisco has it won.
They do. They've won the battle there.
Well, you haven't been to Sacramento lately.
San Francisco has a pooper toll.
Sacramento had a bad homeless problem 30 years ago.
Yeah, it's pretty bad right now, I tell you. It's I was just rambling through that last week.
No, I remember working in Sacramento. I was working downtown in some office buildings, and man, I before you get into any building, you had like 20 or 30 homeless guys wanting $1 from you, and you're like, get away from me before I have to punch your ass out. You know, I mean, that's how bad it was.
Oh boy. Yeah, well, that's the extent of it. That's what you get when where the governor's sitting at.
And that was 30 years ago.
Yeah, and who was the governor back then?
Ray Davis.
We've gone through a whole slew of them.
Oh, anyway, Ray.
Wow,
You know what time it is?
Russ.
Is it dinner time?
Oh, yeah.
I know, right?
Well, what's on the menu? What four course meals on the menu there, Russ?
Oh, I don't know what's on the plate tonight, but it's always good, so I don't even think about it. I just go in there and get ready.
Yeah, you know, all these amplifiers get all nice and warmed up, Russ, and they sound really, really good, like what you do, and it's time to go.
Yeah. All good things got to come to an end, Ray, and it's the same for the wildwood weeds.
You know, even Craig, I mean, he's like really sounding really good. You're really clear and loud, Craig, by the way. So the band is working.
Oh, yeah, Ray, you're 10 over, man. You're sounding good.
Well, good deal. I hope I'm not overdriving anything, but yeah, you know, that's what ham radio is all about.
Well, Leo's got a good signal up here in Roseville. I was watching him. He's 10 over S9.
Thank you.
Yeah. What are you running there?
Oh, thank me.
I was going to say thank Russ for his efforts.
Thank Russ.
What about put up the antenna?
Hold on, I'm pointed due east. Let me point it north.
Oh, what a cracker box.
Oh, and you've got it pointed east? Oh, man, you're doing good if you got it pointed east.
Oh, it's low, so on this time of day, it just splashes off of all its neighbors and goes straight into the sky.
Okay, that should be a little bit better. KJ 6HI.
Yeah, you're spiking almost 20. You're just a fraction of before 20.
So you asked me what my working conditions are. Kenwood TS990 into an ICOM PW1. I'm putting out 1100 watts through a KLM 2-element beam at about 45 feet.
Oh, well, that answers the question. Okay, no more to be said.
That was very professional, Leo.
Did you like that one, Ray?
Nice job on your station description there, Leo.
Yeah, you got lucky this time, Leo.
Yeah, put that on your resume.
Yeah, you might want to write that down, man, and put on a postie, stick a note in front of you so you can repeat that.
Hey, Ray.
No, I'm pretty good at repeating it from memory.
With 35 years of ham radio.
Yeah, with no, let's see, 35 years in the ham radio industry.
Well, Leo, you got a good signal up here into Roseville.
All righty.
Hey, Ray.
Hey, Russ.
Later.
Gotta go?
Gotta go.
Bye,
Yeah.
Russ.
See you later, Russ. Enjoy your 4th of July weekend.
Oh, yeah, I'll be on the radio before the 4th, but 7-3 all, NK6R.
All right, Russ. See you later. Have a great Denise dinner.
Oh, yeah, later.
I just got the dinner bell, too, Ray. Ray, you guys all have a good evening. Ray, Craig, Sacramento, San Diego, KJ, 6HI.
Only a tablespoon of ranch, Leo.
No salad dressing tonight, just a little bit of vegetables and chicken.
Oh, no.